to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast.
I'm supposed to.
Do they fit?
Yeah, they fit.
I think you should tighten up that side. It looks a little off.
Right?
Left.
This is left.
All right. Action. Well,
Well, I thought you were supposed to ask me questions.
you have to announce it. I always have the guest has to announce the podcast.
Hi, this is the Gulf Coast.
Welcome,
Music
guys, to the Gulf Coast Music Channel. Today's new wave, DC Hamster, DC Hammond,
Okay.
Dario Chris Hammond, D Money, Double Dog Dad. I love the shirt.
Oh, thanks.
Have you ever been to Honolulu?
No, I've not. I've been to Tommy Bahama though. So
Oh gosh.
yeah,
What happened there?
I bought a shirt.
Did you get any massages?
What do you think Tommy Bahama is?
What is Tommy Bahama?
It's a store. They sell clothes.
Oh god. Okay. You just graduated college.
In 2 days, yeah.
What's next in the comedy career?
Before grad school, I'm gonna spend some time in New York. I'm not for because it's New York. I'm from New York, so yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do the mics in New York. I also have an internship that's gonna be good. But there are multiple mics on Long Island, in New York City, and in Westchester and Rockland County. I'm gonna hit those up. There are some good mics in New Jersey, but they're fast and fleeting. So, and the ones in New York City, oh, those are just the worst because they charge you to go up there, and I'm like, so not only am I doing this for free, I'm actually in the red here,
Yeah. There's in the rap community, I think up and coming artists have to deal with that circumstance as well, where you have to pay to. What was that? You have to pay to perform.
Right. But
does it ever make you more nervous to perform when you have to pay?
well, I've never done that. I'm not doing that.
Okay, gotcha.
But there's one in White Plains, New York, which is 10 minutes from where I grew up and have lived my whole life. And it's new. And I'm like, I've got to check this place out. It's at some brewery. It looks really good.
Yeah. Are you ever sober when you perform?
I'd say about half the time I'm sober, yeah.
And what is your, how do you engage under the influence?
Well, I'm not that much of a drinker. I have one or two, so it doesn't really affect me, but I guess it loosens me up a little bit, which could be good. But I've never had a Michael Richards moment, so that's good.
Yeah. Describe Michael Richards.
He played Kramer on Seinfeld, but he's known from one set he did as a stand-up comedian where somebody heckled him, and then he started yelling the N-word at them.
Oh.
So I've never done that.
Yeah.
And I don't plan to, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your pregame for stand-up then? How do you get your mind right?
So I show up, I look over my material. So I have different Google Docs with my different sets, and I have one other doc called Tonight's Shit, and that's where I copy and paste what I want to do that night, and then I look over it until it's time to go up, and then I see what I can remember. And then I have these bits if I forget some stuff,
Right.
but I still have time, I'm I'll default to that,
Yeah.
Um,
How frequently do you forget on stage?
I'd say once a month maybe.
Gotcha. And how many times do you perform in a month?
I perform 3 or 4 times a week, so
Yeah, up to 10 times at least.
yeah.
Yeah. when it comes to writing your content, where's the motivation from?
Honestly, I never like sit down and write it. It just comes to me like when
Are
usually
you more of a punch in?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
So like when I'm driving alone or I'm in the shower or trying to fall asleep, like something will come to me and I'm like, that is the most demented thing I have ever heard. I gotta write that down.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking to transform your property into something remarkable? Land Refiners is your trusted, locally owned land services company based right here in Baldwin County, Alabama. Whether it's forestry, mulching, land clearing, tree and debris removal, demolition, grading, or even emergency services, Land Refiners has you covered. They work on both residential and commercial properties, bringing efficiency, professionalism, and results that last. Their team is licensed, insured, and proudly serves Baldwin County, Mobile County, and surrounding areas. At Land Refiners, they don't just move dirt, they build lasting relationships by exceeding expectations every time. Call today or visit landrefiners.com to schedule your free consultation. Land Refiners, local, reliable, refined.
Euphoric. Let's change the subject. I can talk about your looks for days.
Take it off your mind. I could do this all the time. I could lay it on the line, and I could drop it on the dime. Let's go.
For 7 years, I've been shedding tattoo tears. Sideliners, urban game on the pup list.
Yeah, blessing on all of my haters, that's just what it is. Yeah, to live.
What's off the top of your head the most recent thing you wrote down?
That actually goes after another Spring Hill student because she said some rude things to me in a political conversation. So I don't feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But she knows who she is, and if she's watching this, you're in my set, and you had 3 days. You had 3 days that you had to be nice to me until we graduate, but now you're on the list, the list of haters. And
Is 3 days always the?
No, 3 days until we graduate.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But is that like a standard forgiveness stage that you like offer? 3
No,
days
no,
and
of
then
course not.
you pull the leash.
No, I remember everything.
Gosh.
But my ultimate goal is to become a professional stand-up comedian, and if one day I get offered a show like in Hollywood, like I would love that opportunity, and I would use that as a means to go after those who have wronged me, which now include this one girl.
What would you call that show? Clapback?
I don't know, but I have thought about it a lot. So it would be about my college experience here at Spring Hill, and you would be a character, obviously. It would be like an animated TV series. Yeah, it'd be an animated TV series. It's like Family Guy, but like without the cutoffs or cutaways.
You should make that like the characters hamsters.
No, the only reason my comedy account is d.c.hamster.comedy.english. Go follow. Follow.
Good thing you specified.
Yeah. But the only reason is because hamster sounds like Hammond, which is my last name, so I thought it was kind of cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean they're cool animals. I don't know. They drink water out of the thing. They eat. And
They drive Kias.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's your fallback if comedy doesn't work?
Yeah, so I am going to grad school to get a master's in clinical mental health counseling. So if comedy doesn't work, then being a therapist is my fallback. But even if I do make it in comedy, I'm gonna have to be a therapist for some time, like as I build myself up. And honestly, it's a job that I would really like doing. Like I've been to therapy, I've recommended other people go to therapy. Like it's a good experience, and I would like to help people.
Ain't that ironic?
How so?
I feel like comedy and therapy is such a juxtaposition.
I wouldn't think so. Laughter is the best medicine. I'm helping people either way.
Sure.
And I mean, if somebody has to be the target, it should be people who have genuinely wronged me and like who deserve it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, she was just so rude to me. So yeah.
What is your favorite spot to perform at and why?
Oh, that's actually a tough one. So right now the best one in Mobile is probably Slurp Society Ramen Shop,
I know why.
which does open mics every Thursday at 7. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna publish this in time, but still,
No,
every
actually,
Thursday at 7. Um,
I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head, but I went over there to pass out a business card as a sponsorship, and he was like, "Yeah, we do comedy nights," and I was like, "Oh, my friend,
was it a comedian?
no, it was the guy that owns the place."
Okay, I don't know that. But like
He
that
was like,
that place just has the best crowd. They have the best like audience for comedy. I always get good laughs there. And like there's two separate rooms, like they're connected through like doorways, but like there's like a whole room that would be dedicated to like comedy.
and that's
So
what he
like
was
they can go
saying.
to the other side if they don't want to hear it.
I was like, "I'm from Spring Hill," and he was like, "Oh, Dario," and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "We always invite Dario to the back."
I don't. Well, one, they would know me as DC, so I don't know what that was.
Right. Have you ever been to the back?
Yeah, I guess the whole open mic takes place at the back, in the back. And then the best place for like just general atmosphere is called the Rear Pocket, which is Thursdays at 9 p.m.
The rear pocket. That's a cool
because
name.
I don't smoke, but they allow smoking at that bar, and it really angers my roommate when I go there. So I like that.
You're a twisted man.
I am not a twisted man. You should see what he does. Listen, he'll do this. He'll ask for a ride to somewhere. He'll ask because he doesn't have a car. He'll ask me for a ride to somewhere. He'll get in my car and then say, "Hey, can you lower the music? I want to call my girlfriend." And oh my gosh, they are the most obnoxious couple you've ever seen. They call each other babe, and it's like it's just oh my gosh, it makes me want to vomit. It really truly does. And it's just, oh my god, like if I had somebody, like if I wasn't single, then like I'd be fine. But my gosh, these are just obnoxious.
What would you call your girlfriend?
I don't have one.
What would you call your mate?
By her name, honey, sweetie, sweetheart. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever pet name she likes, but babe, I don't like.
Pet name?
Yeah,
Interesting.
babe is a pet name. That's what they are. That's what you call your significant other instead of their name.
Oh, I see. I didn't know it was derived from animals.
Okay.
Um, have you ever performed at New York before?
Yes, I've performed at multiple mics.
Which do you prefer between New York and Alabama, and why?
Honestly, I do prefer the New York mics because you wouldn't think it, but people are more. They can take a joke better in New York, and I think it's because Alabama has more of a religious background, and people are like, "Oh, you can't joke about that. You can't say that." In New York,
What
it's just anything can
particularly?
get out. What?
What particular jokes don't slide in Alabama?
Well, everybody has traditional values. They don't like jokes about women. That's the kind. But in New York, like New York's a very blue state, but they will take like jokes about like that are anti-democrat, like, and they'll still like laugh at. Like they're just so much more open-minded about comedy.
So, are you calling the Mobile area to be less sensitive?
Yeah, 100%. You know, there are two different comedians on the Gulf Coast who have threatened to kill me.
Damn. What's been your response?
Um,
That's
well,
you're
now
off
I'm
to a
telling
great
these.
start, man.
Well, now I'm telling these stories. So the first one, there was this mic in Pensacola, Florida, and called Sir Richard's Public House. It's now been shut down, partly because of me. But so the host Ryan Pfeiffer, he's a great comedian. He invited me to do my first roast battle ever against him at Sir Richard's Public House in October, and we roasted each other, and either he got complacent or I really brought my A game, but I won. And then in the mic afterwards, I did my standard set. And then the next time I went to that open mic, they Ryan Fairfield told me that he talked to the management and he said somebody complained, you're not allowed to perform here anymore. And I'm like, I drove all the way to Pensacola, and then he's like, oh, sorry, man. And
That's so
then
they sent you back home.
yeah, and then he says this to me, it might have been one of your fat jokes. And I'm like, okay, so now I know who it is. Like, I know who complained. Like, And then she claimed she didn't, and she said that me thinking it was
Oh,
her
Ryan
was
is the
me
girl?
calling. No, Ryan's the guy.
Right.
He's the host of the mic, but he said that
He's
the
oh.
manager said that somebody complained, and that it might have been one of my fat jokes. So I'm like, now I know who
And the
complained.
manager is fat.
No, the person who complained was fat. And
Right.
then so she got me banned from that mic. But
What's her name?
I don't think that's a good idea. But like and then her boyfriend threatened to kill me because they said I was calling her fat by assuming it was her, but it was
In
her.
which
I just
way
don't
did-
have evidence.
In
Like
which way did her boyfriend threaten to assassinate you?
so I was at Slurp Society, and it was like the day after it happened, or 2 days after it happened, and then he called another comedian who's the host of Slurp Society, and he says, "Give the mic to me," or the phone to me. And he just like threatens me. He threatens to kill me. He says next time I go to a mic, he'll be there. So I was like, and that was the first time anybody's ever threatened to kill me. So I was like, I don't know what to make of it. So I stopped going to mics for a little while. But then I'm like, you know what? This guy,
He ain't about that.
I could probably take him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then
He
this.
should have been like, we get hit about it.
So that's why I don't go back to Florida. But Mississippi is the most recent one. So I went to a mic there. I did a set. It was really good, a lot of laughs, and
Type
then
shit.
another comedian goes, and then later he leaves early, and he tells the host, "Oh, it was because of me." I'm like, and the host asked me like, "Were you talking shit about him?" He says, "You were," and I was like, "No, I wasn't." And then I had another comedian testify in my favor, like he didn't say anything about him. So I'm like,
Yo, homie's loyal.
yeah, like no, but I didn't say anything about him, and he threatened to kill me. Like
No snakes in your circle.
so now I need to know, like, is there something about me that like brings out the crazy bitch psycho in other people? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Like, we're friends. I don't know.
When it comes to the, yeah, man, when your life gets threatened like that, how do you go to sleep at night?
Well, I mean, there's a lock on my door, so that's pretty good. But my roommate always forgets to lock the door, so that's not great.
Right.
I think he's trying to get me killed.
I think Nick's behind it all.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
that makes sense to me. Like,
Yeah. Do you have a gun?
I do not. I will get one once I graduate. For self-defense, not for... No, because okay. No, you ask an Arab American if they're going to get a gun, and you automatically assume that it's for terrorist reasons. No, it's for self-defense. There are no terrorist organizations that are from Lebanon except for, like, what, Hezbollah, and when's the last time they've done anything? Like, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Where are you going to keep your gun?
what? In a safe.
But,
I'm going to be responsible.
right, but that might be counterintuitive if, like, you're on the road and your gun's at home in the safe.
Yeah, but you're not allowed I don't think you're allowed to, like, carry a gun in a car
You
because...
can't ride with it?
Yeah, because the government is very authoritarian.
So then what are you going to do if you're on the street and somebody pulls it out on you?
I guess I'm screwed. That's why we need more open carry.
Yeah. Speaking of open, San Francisco open mic champion,
Yeah.
Dope.
Okay.
How did you win that? What was
So it's a virtual open mic. It gets comedians from all over the country. If you want to try stand up, it's on Sunday nights. Follow Best of San Francisco Comedy on Facebook. Yeah, I've been going to that mic consistently. The winner, so everybody does their set, and then the audience votes on who's the best comedian, and the winner gets a cash prize. They get 1/3 of the total tips that are received that week. And I've come in second so many times, but then 2 weeks
out of how
ago,
many?
I don't know, probably about half the times I did it, I came
No,
in
I'm sorry,
second.
how many people?
Oh, so there's 10 comedians from all over the country, but this time it was the first time I actually won.
Was everybody tied for second?
No.
Okay.
So me and this other girl tied for first, and she wasn't there. She had left. She didn't care about the voting, so by default I won. But I mean, I made it to first place. Like I'm tied for first.
And how do they Do they vote on the winner?
Yeah, the audience and the comedians all get a vote for who wins.
So cool.
Yeah.
And how many times have you done it?
I don't know. Maybe like for the last 3 months, maybe
Every Wednesday?
every Sunday night
Gotcha.
at 10 p.m. Central.
Gotcha. Man, no, that's really cool. What was the prize?
So 1/3 of the total tips that were received during that. So I got like $20, which is better than nothing.
Hell yeah, man. You could use that 20 and pay for appearances in New York.
Yeah, appearances in New York. You know what would also help me pay for appearances in New York? If you paid me the $500 you owe me.
Break that down for us.
Okay, so we had some FIFA bets, and
Smoked his ass.
yeah, so I was up by a lot, and then we start betting by the hundreds, and then eventually I win one, and then he's like, okay, we gotta play again because I need to get my money back, and he's like, so another two? You want to play for another two? And I'm like, sure, like another two, and I specify like another $200, and he's like, yeah, just play, and then I actually lose this one, for somehow I don't know, and then he's like, okay, so give me the money, and I give him $200, he's like, no, give me all of it, and he's like, what? He thinks that another two means double or nothing, not another $200. And I even specified another $200, and he's like, yeah, just play. And now he's trying to claim it's double or nothing. So yeah, you owe me $500. And I feel like that would pay for a lot of appearances in Europe. I mean, I just do the free ones, but you still owe me the money. So I mean, that's just where we're at. Like I don't. Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to express your side of the story.
Yes, and I feel like many of your viewers will be on my side. And if you don't want to pay, you
However,
can start a GoFundMe. Venmo DCH23W. Okay.
I said another two. I don't recall you saying another 200 to rebuttal.
What else
When
would
I
another
said
two mean?
Another two.
How would another two mean double or nothing? Another two, so that's another $200. How is it double or nothing? Why would another be in the same sentence as double or nothing?
I don't even think I said another two, honestly.
Yes, you did.
I think somehow like a double or nothing means double the price or flat.
Yes.
Right.
You said another two, which means another $200. We're betting another $200 on this next FIFA game.
I'm glad we were able to square it away.
And by the way, okay. So I lost that one, so I'd be down 200 at that point. So the grand total, you still owe me $300.
Okay.
With interest over 4 years.
Let's see. Looking back at your time in college, at what points did that shape, maybe not even college, your entire life, at what points do you think shaped you to want to do comedy?
Well, honestly, I feel like it's just watching other professional comedians like that were very inspiring. So there's two in particular. There's this lady from New York named Taylor Tomlinson. She has 3 sets on
Netflix, huh?
Yeah, she has 3 sets on Netflix, and 2 of them are actually good. And the 2 are like super, really, really good, and it's just really funny. And I'm like, I would love to do this. Like
Yeah.
And then I know you like this too. The show Seinfeld. You know how in the beginning he does like a set at the beginning of the show.
Right.
I'm like, this guy is so unfunny, and he made it as a professional. So I mean, shit, I might have a chance.
Aren't you worried that the market might be too saturated
Saturated with what?
in media content and like especially when it comes to TV shows? I mean, it's insane how many TV shows there are nowadays because anybody can post independently.
Yeah, but I told you my idea for a TV show. I think it's kind of unique.
With the hamsters.
No, with the animated thing about my college.
Yeah.
Or my college experience where I go after those.
What would be the
whoever
pilot
really-
episode?
I feel like it would be us coming in from our respective cities. You from New Orleans, me from New York, and us meeting like the move-in day. Me, you, Seb, Matt, Ray, and the other guy, and
Patrick.
yeah, Patrick, and just us getting to know each other. I remember the first time I saw you guys. You and Seb were playing Madden,
And you said pass the sticks.
yeah, and then I actually scored a rushing touchdown on an outside handoff.
You know what would
And-
help you with paying for performances in New York?
I'm not gonna pay for performances in New York.
The money that you gave Seb on Madden.
But he won that money fair and square.
How much money do you estimate?
I don't want to estimate. But it's about how much money you currently owe me.
Right.
Probably a little bit less, but still.
What goes around comes around.
No, because I actually paid him and you didn't pay me. So the only person I get screwed both ways.
It's a full circle moment.
No, it's not, because I'm at the bottom. It's a triangle moment, and I'm at the bottom.
I'm glad we're triangled away. What's your deficiency in Madden, do you think? Or in video games in general?
Just Madden, let's say.
Yeah.
I am captain of the esports team. Like, I am good at other video games, and I have led Spring Hill to the playoffs 3 out of 4 times.
Dang.
Yeah, so...
What's your
with Madden,
PS4 gamer tag?
It's DCH23W.
Adam.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
Also follow d.c.hamster.comedy.english on Instagram for my comedy content. What was the question? What was the question?
What are your deficiencies in video games?
I don't think I have any deficiencies. You were just a lot better than me at Madden
and NHL.
I was better than you at NHL before. Like, I taught you how to play NHL. The first time we played, I beat you by like 10 goals.
Yeah.
So speaking of NHL, Alex Ovechkin, he's now the top scorer ever in NHL history, and he scored that goal that put him above Gretzky against the Islanders.
Are you still camping in Fortnite?
I am not camping in Fortnite. Well, actually, that's how this goal does well, but still.
What's when you go into an esports game, bring us through that process of, like, you you put on the headphones, your teammates are locked in. What's going through y'all?
So it's just like we get graded on how far we place and also how many kills we get. So I'm like, listen, if we try to get kills, we're gonna place terribly. And we won't get any kills. So, I mean, if we just try to place well, then that's the best chance we have. So I'm like, let's just find great places to hide, and hopefully nobody will stumble upon us. But then I had the genius insight, like,
what are your teammates do?
It's duos. Let's split up, so that way if they find one of us, they don't find both of us.
But that's how, like, a typical horror movie goes. Where'd you get that idea from?
I just want Spring Hill. I'm a company man. I want Spring Hill to get as far as they can. And also, I mean, I like telling people that I led us to the playoffs because this program is not doing well.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the only esports game to have reached the playoffs this semester.
Why'd you let the program go to shit during your reign?
I didn't. We made the playoffs pretty consistently. The only reason that it's now becoming a club sport is due to, like... Actually, I don't even know, but they're firing our coach, which sucks because he's such a good guy.
A rebuild?
It's not a rebuild. It's just like now it's going to be run by Residence Life or something. I don't know.
How much were you getting paid to play esports?
I didn't have a scholarship. You can either have an academic one or a sports scholarship. I had a academic scholarship, which is crazy thinking about it, but yeah.
What's like a standard K to D?
In what?
Any game.
It really depends on the game. I don't
know.
COD, maybe like 1.5 to 1.
Is that pretty good?
Okay, but are we talking in esports or like in general?
I'm talking about in esports, like.
Okay, then that's a lot lower.
Yeah, what's your weakest link getting, and how do you reprimand that? Do you spank any guys on the esports team?
No, I'm not on COD anymore. Okay, do you want me to tell the COD story?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so I'm not on COD anymore. So when I was a freshman, we had this captain. He was very
You could say. I mean.
It's just like he was very.
His name?
No, I'm not doing that.
No, but what's his name?
He was very negative about like all of it. He'd give up halfway through, and it's like I'm more positive. And then he graduated, so we had this next captain when I was a sophomore.
What was his name?
No, but he wouldn't show up to games, so that was an issue.
That was that Twan Nem season.
That was the same season. This is the season where everything hits the fan. So
Why are you talking about Twan now?
no, I'm not talking about Twan yet, but I'm about to. So he didn't show up to games, so then he quit, and then me and Twan are both like, okay, we both want to be the captain of the Call of Duty team. So the coach says, okay, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna choose the captain, and then Twan is like, okay, 1v1 me for it. And I'm like, but the coach said he's gonna pick the captain, like, and then he keeps edging me on 1v1 me for it, 1v1 me for it. So then I kick his ass. I kick his ass.
BTA.
And then he throws a hissy fit. So now he's the captain of COD. So
Gosh, I love that story.
I love it too. So now I'm the captain of Super Smash Bros. And of Fortnite. And
Damn
I
right.
have reached the playoffs 3 times with Fortnite, never for Super Smash Bros.
I can see the passion in your eyes.
For Super Smash Bros., I just had a team of freshmen, and they don't listen to me. There's nothing I can do.
What's esports hazing like?
I don't think there is, but I don't know. We talk shit to each other sometimes.
That's great. Well, what's next? Where are you performing next?
Tonight at Slurp Society at 7 p.m. and tonight at Rear Pocket.
How
at
many
9
do you
p.m.
have on your roster?
How many different places?
Or
How many different places? So 3 regular ones in Mobile. But this is the last time I do comedy in Mobile unless I make it as a pro and I'm touring. But this is like the last open mic I'll do in Mobile tonight. Which is kind of sad, but also a lot of those guys aren't great to me. So
where's your dream spot to tour?
just around the country. What's the dream city to perform in?
Is it Bahami?
That's not a place.
Where can people find you at, brother?
Follow me on Instagram at d.c.hamster.comedy.english.
Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
Anything else you'd like to tell our viewers before we chop your head off?
Yeah, you actually kind of cut me off on this, so I want to go back to this. So he scored that goal that put him above Gretzky against the Islanders, and then after that they had like a whole ceremony. They had a whole ceremony in the middle of the game, and I'm like, it's like an hour ceremony in the middle of the game, and then after that everybody leaves, and then the announcers were like, I forgot we had a period and a half left of hockey, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is just. And the Islanders stomped the Capitals in that game 4-1, by the way. So yeah, and I'm like, but you just have to have this whole celebration in the enemy arena in New York. I'm like, you celebrate on your own time. Like, probably you should go celebrate in Washington. Like, that's where your fans are. Like, this guy, I just can't with him. I absolutely cannot with him. Like, I'm
gonna take out. What was that? 31-32.
Is that what this was?
Take out 31-32.
Is that what this was? And then Gretzky went on the ice and he said
31-33, just in case.
He said when he broke the record, the NHL, the commissioner bought him a Rolls Royce. And he's like, so now you guys got to top that for Ovi.
Yeah. Last question. When you're on stage and like you're kind of battling between remembering and forgetting something, how much time do you allot yourself, and like how are you able to remain poised and decide on the next thing to say?
I give myself a couple seconds, and if it can't come to mind, then I'll go to some other set that I do remember, like a standard set like that I have in my back pocket just for any time I need it. But if I have a joke, like I'll know the whole set. So if I start a set, I never like forget it halfway through. I know the whole thing. But so I have like 3 sets in each act, but maybe I'll forget like the third set of the act, and I'll like replace it with something else, you know?
Gotcha. When you first started, have the nerves gone away since then?
I don't think I've had nerves since like my first time doing comedy. I'm pretty good with public speaking, so
Nice.
but I feel like now I'm more to the point where I can like do at least moderately well every single night. I'm no longer the new guy in Mobile comedy, you know.
Right. Who's the new guy?
Well, there's this lady who just started doing comedy named Faith.
Do you
And
bully
she's
her?
not really, but She doesn't like men. Like I'm not.
You don't like women.
Well, I do like women. I make jokes. I make jokes all the time, like about like the WNBA, but I don't necessarily mean it. Like that WNBA joke that didn't actually happen, but it's hilarious, so I say it. You want me to tell the joke? Okay, so I'm from New York, so I followed the New York WNBA team, New York Liberty, on Instagram, and apparently all it takes to get blocked by the New York WNBA team, New York Liberty, on Instagram is commenting "wouldn't hit" under all of their photos. But in my defense, I wouldn't. Like, would you? I mean, come on. Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Gulf Coast Music Channel. DC Hamster Comedy English on Instagram. Go catch them at Slurp Society
Tonight.
or San Francisco's Zoom open mic or New York
or Lavenity Live.
White Plains, New York, Tarrytown.
Lavenity Live in
Thank you.
Nyack. Okay.
Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast.